At family dinner, my twin brother casually mentioned paying his own way through Stanford. I thought our parents paid it. I'm a line cook. My twin brother Ryan is finishing his PhD at Stanford. When we were 17, our parents sat us down and said there was only enough money for one of us to go to college. They chose Ryan because he tested better. I went to community college for a year, dropped out, learned to cook, no resentment. I love my job. Ryan's brilliant. It made sense. Last month at Sunday dinner, Ryan talked about finally finishing his dissertation. I can't believe I've been funding this degree for 6 years, he said, laughing. Between scholarships, teaching jobs, and research work, I've barely slept. I put down my fork. What do you mean funding it yourself? I thought mom and dad were paying your Stanford tuition. Complete silence. Mom suddenly became fascinated with her pot roast. Dad cleared his throat loudly. More wine? Anyone? Ryan looked confused. No, they told me they couldn't help financially. They said the money was going to help you open a restaurant someday. My stomach dropped. They told me they were paying your tuition. Stanford costs like 65 grand a year. Ryan and I locked eyes. Can we talk outside? We stood in the driveway for 20 minutes comparing notes. Our parents told him they were helping me pursue culinary dreams. They told me they were covering his PhD at Stanford. Neither story was true. Neither of us had received a single dollar. Then I remembered something. Ryan, when Grandma Opal died, she left us her house. They sold it for our college funds. Ryan pulled out his phone and found the public records. The Palo Alto house sold for $680,000 in 2016. After expenses, $640,000 went into trust, $320,000 for each of us. Our parents were named trustees until we turned 25. I turned 25 2 years ago. Never saw anything. The next Sunday, we confronted them together. Dad got defensive immediately. You don't understand how expensive it is to raise children. Mom started crying. We did our best with what we had. Where's Grandma's money? Ryan asked directly. That's complicated, Dad said. There were expenses, investments that didn't pan out, family obligations. Here's where everything changed. Ryan's girlfriend, Priya, is a law student specializing in trust law. When Ryan told her what happened, she said something crucial. Request a formal accounting. They're legally required as trustees to provide detailed records of every transaction. Priya helped Ryan draft the letter. Under state law, trustees must respond within 30 days or face court orders. 3 weeks later, a thick envelope arrived. We opened it at Ryan's apartment. The accounting was devastatingly detailed. Initial deposit August 2016, $640,000. Withdrawals from Ryan's trust, $89,000 boat in 2017, $67,000 kitchen remodel in 2018, $52,000 for Dad's truck in 2019. Various expenses labeled education support that were actually Disney vacations, country club memberships, Mom's failed photography business, withdrawals from my trust, $178,000 to pay off their mortgage in 2017, $85,000 invested in Dad's brother's restaurant that went bankrupt, $34,000 in credit card debt payments, more career development expenses that were their personal purchases. Current balance zero and our zero. They'd spent everything. Every dollar our grandmother left us. 10 years of lies, itemized, and illegal document. Priya connected us with her professor who practices trust litigation. We filed for breach of fiduciary duty. Our parents had no defense. The accounting showed clear self-dealing, complete violation of their fiduciary obligations. The judgment came back at $892,000. The original $640,000 plus 10 years of compound interest our money should have earned. They don't have that kind of cash. The court forced them to sell their house, the same house they'd paid off in 2017 with $178,000 of my inheritance. Mom's siblings think we're cruel and ungrateful. Dad's siblings are furious at him for stealing from his own children and dragging the family through court. Ryan and I split the settlement. We're both 27, finally starting over with what should have been ours at 18. The worst part isn't the money. It's knowing that for 10 years, I thought my parents had sacrificed to send Ryan to Stanford. Ryan thought they'd sacrificed for my career. We were both grateful to them for helping the other. Meanwhile, they were at the country club spending our dead grandmother's money and letting us thank them for